What's up, y'all? It's popping. It's D. About to react to this vid about Hoop Reports. This is what happens if you trash talk the Golden State Warriors. They're gonna be on your ass. Period. Let's watch. Oh, I remember this.
Did y'all catch that? If not, don't worry at all. Let me just rewind that for you.
Playing with Steph. Don't play with him.
Yeah, that's right. You saw it. That was after the Memphis Grizzlies won Game 2 against the Warriors, and apparently Ja Morant was saying to Curry, "We're going to have some fun."
Oh, that's what he said?
He told Curry, "We're going to have some fun."
Steph walked right past him like, fuck out of him. Period. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Warriors may
I
have
love
won the
him.
2022 NBA championship, but along the way, some serious shenanigans happened. And today, let's travel back in time a bit and collect some of these receipts. First off, let's start with the Denver series. Okay, this one really isn't a trash-talking one, and it was actually instigated by GP2, but it is hilarious nonetheless. It all started when Peyton blocked Nikola Jokic. It was a pretty sweet block, to be honest, but as Jokic was walking to the bench, Peyton gave him a little tap on the behind, and clearly the MVP wasn't too happy about it. Steph Curry at this point in time probably had flashes of this. Sheesh, guys. Did y'all know that Markieff was out for several months because of that?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, look. After taking that whiplash and the L from the Nuggets back in November, he didn't play much again until March. I guess the lesson to learn from that is don't cheap shot a guy and then turn your back on him. But in any case, Curry probably realized in his head at that particular moment, we can't let that happen to GP2, and he wisely intervened. Phew. Anyways, Denver is a really classy organization and did nothing but play basketball. I got nothing but respect for them and the back-to-back MVP. Memphis, on the other hand, sheesh, guys, where do I even begin? Okay, I think I'm going to start out with that Draymond Green flagrant foul first. Y'all remember that one, right? It was a light hit. It was nothing. I mean, Brandon Clark said in the interview after the game that he didn't even know it was a hard hit until he saw the replay. But somehow it was a flagrant 2, which I think is a bit soft, but hey, a call is a call, and I'm not complaining about that. But what I found funny was what happened afterwards. So Clark, after the game, had this to say.
He's been known for flagrant fouls in his career. I've watched him on TV my whole life, it feels like, so I wasn't really shocked. But
he was pretty much calling Draymond a dirty player. But then, just the very next game, Dylan Brooks almost ended GP2's career with a foul. And then, not too long later, Draymond received an elbow to the face by Tillman and required stitches.
Ashley has elbows.
Then afterwards, this is what the Grizzlies head coach had to say.
To play more physical, obviously dirty's been thrown out there, but, you know, I look at my locker room, I look at our culture and what we exude, we're the furthest thing from dirty.
How are they going to call Draymond a dirty player, then do things like that, and then say things like that?
That was real dirty.
My goodness. Anyway, the shenanigans with the Grizzlies doesn't end here either. Because after that Memphis Game 5 win, y'all remember this chant, right? To be honest, this reminded me of when Patrick Beverley and the Timberwolves won that play-in game against the Clippers. But anyway, just 2 days after that chant, Memphis was eliminated from the 2022 NBA playoffs, and everyone went packing home. But it didn't stop there either. So, earlier on in the season, after a regular season win, Brooks said something to reporters about sending Andre Iguodala back to the Warriors while the Grizzlies are building a dynasty. I mean, hear it for yourself.
We all had the vision and he didn't, which is perfect. You know, send him back to the Warriors and then we were able to, you know, create something like this and, you know, keep building this dynasty and...
Boy, shut the hell up.
Then after the Grizzlies were knocked out of the playoffs, Brooks continued to talk, saying, "They know that we're going to come every single year. We're young and they're getting old, so they know we're coming every single year." Then, when Steph Curry was asked about Dylan Brooks and his comments, the 2022 Finals MVP had this to say. He said a lot of crazy things. He called himself a dynasty already, so you gotta figure. Steph has a really good point here. I mean, last season, the Grizzlies were bounced out of the first round. Then this season, they were bounced out of the second round. And here's Dillon Brooks calling themselves a dynasty. Sheesh, guys. I think Brooks uses the terms dynasty and a regular playoff team synonymously. Probably the same as when a certain person uses the words donate and pledge synonymously.
How does she get in this?
Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to go that far.
I'm like, why am I in this?
Basketball related, and with that being said, let's go on to the next one. So, back to the Grizzlies for a second. On that same regular season where Dillon Brooks started going on his dynasty speech, his teammate Jaren Jackson Jr. also tweeted this: strength in numbers. He was essentially mocking the Warriors on their slogan, and Klay Thompson did see that tweet. And here's his response to it after they won the championship.
There was this one player on the Grizzlies who tweeted strength in numbers after they beat us in the regular season, and it pissed me off so much. I can't wait to retweet that thing. Freaking bum.
Bum ass nigga.
Guys. This Grizzlies team, Morant trash talked Curry, Dillon Brooks called themselves a dynasty, Jackson mocks the Warriors slogan, Brandon Clark calls Draymond dirty, then Brooks almost ended GP2's season, then Tillman elbowed Draymond to the point that he needed stitches, and then the Grizzlies head coach called themselves a clean team. And the funny thing about all this is they're probably going to get bounced out of the first or second round again next season. But anyway, let's move on to the Dallas series now. For the most part, Dallas was a clean team, but man, their head coach Jason Kidd is a bit crafty. Y'all remember that game where he told the dude to hit me when he was holding an ice and cola, which essentially gave the Nets a bit more time to talk things out? Well, I'm pretty sure that when the Warriors faced off against Dallas, Kidd was the main culprit behind this.
Vacuums in. Oh, he threw away. Yeah, see, that's the problem sometimes because, you know, they're standing up.
Sheesh, guys. You saw this, right? A member of the Dallas bench, wearing white, the same color as the Warriors jersey, was standing literally on the sidelines with his hands in the air like he was calling for the ball.
Oh, that's
As
trifling.
a result, Curry thought he was a Warrior in the corner and turned the ball over. In the very next game, a referee even told him to change his shirt.
Can you change your color shirt? Yeah. Thanks. Will you? I appreciate it. Yeah. Because
you know why.
But you know what? Jason Kidd probably told him.
That's why he's smiling. Laughing.
Sorry, and when I say him, I mean Theo Pinson. Kidd probably told Pinson to keep the shirt on because, look at that. Here he is again with the same white shirt. So then, in the following games, he finally listens to the referee and changes his shirt color. I mean, look here. Look, guys. He listened to the referee and changed his outfit from white to black.
Dirty as fuck.
But it wasn't a game where the Warriors were wearing black jerseys. That's got to be on purpose, right? But what a sneaky tactic that's on the borderline of cheating.
That is.
Anyway, Jason Kidd also said this about the Warriors after the Mavericks' only win in Game 4. The biggest compliment we've gotten is that they got to play zone because they can't play us one-on-one, right? This is a championship.
He got to do dirty shit. He
team.
used to losing on the
Kings,
Kings, so
that they can't guard you. It's pretty cool.
they're on their feet and their Warriors are going to the NBA Finals.
Anyway, let's move on to Boston now. The first thing I got to say about Boston is, dang, these people love to sit on Steph Curry's ankles. I mean, first Marcus Smart back in the regular season, and then Al Horford back in Game 3. Oh my goodness, guys. Anyways, did y'all hear about that basketball rim thing they tried to pull off? Yeah, that's right. In Game 3 at the TD Garden, when the Warriors were warming up, they noticed something was off about the rim. I mean, they were practicing, and something just felt different. Well, that's because something was different. The basketball that the Warriors were shooting at wasn't the standard 10-foot high rim. It was actually 2 inches taller, and when they measured it, it was confirmed. The technicians eventually fixed it, but a precious 20 minutes was taken away from the Warriors during their warm-up session. They say it was an accident, but you know, I know, we know that that wasn't an accident.
Wow, niggas is dirty.
In the 2022 NBA playoffs, there were cheaters. There were hostile bullies, and there were even trash talkers. Heck, I even got trash talked. But in the very end, the Warriors won their 4th championship in 8 years. And there's a lot of stuff I could probably say, but I think this sums all of it up pretty well.
Period. Wow, they were playing so dirty and still lost. You niggas still all lost with your trifling tactics. You can't keep the Warriors down, all right? Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!